Hello everyone, and welcome on our 4 usual platforms, at least for the time being. Welcome to Taiwan. Just a little walk around today, taking a look at the topography and trying to avoid some of the people. I've had a little trouble with my gimbal lately, not wanting to stay level, and I don't know why. I've initialized it several times. So let me do this. Let me just stop and let me say hello. How's everybody doing? Yeah, MJ here. We're in Taiwan and we're walking around Zhubei. It's been a long time since I did one of these little walk-arounds here. And well, this place is cool. They got an old-fashioned telephone booth out there. And so it's been a while, and I noticed that I had my Facebook streaming permissions removed, but it shows right now that I'm streaming to Facebook, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Just the whole live streaming universe is messed up. Because the other thing is now that Periscope has officially announced they're going to do what everybody knew that we were going to do. They're going to go away. Now a lot of broadcasters are going to HAPS. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're an Android person like me, you're going to be very, very disappointed with HAPS. Because apparently it doesn't support landscape. I don't know why people insist on live streaming in portrait. I mean, if they're doing a talk thing and they're only showing their face, that's okay, but they show like cityscapes, you know, and it's like looking through a keyhole. What is going on? All right, here's a cool place over here. Yeah. We have duck and roast pork here. Roast duck and roast pork like they have in Hong Kong. And actually, I've been in Hong Kong like 5 times, and I think the roast duck and roast pork in Taiwan is actually better. Alright, now we haven't been down here in quite a while. There's been a number of changes in the area. Some new places have gone in. But over here in this park, we have the post office. Right there, and that's Zhonghua Dianxin, which is the Zhonghua Telecom company. They recently announced they have more than 1 million 5G subscribers now. It's the famous land bank over there, one of Taiwan's banks. That is good if you want to develop or have a small business. Other banks over here. Huanan, called Huanan Bank. And T-Star Mobile is over here too. Well, my gimbal was all messed up. I gotta reset this thing. I might have to do another firmware upgrade because I upgraded the firmware. I might have to go back down. Casper, how you doing, man? Well, how do you like that? If you're in your partner's office, then you'll have to come say hi. Yeah, they did, and the Louisa store is a lot better. Here's another place that's opening right here. It says it's going to be open February 18th. So, there you go. Yeah, it's a restaurant. It's a restaurant right there. It's like Japanese style rice. Okay, cool. In Taipei, okay, cool. Well, glad you could join. All right, yeah, here's the Louisa. I'm gonna go this way. There's a lot of people in the south. The Louisa has really done a great job. They got all kinds of new in there. They got all kinds of new like what you call got a whole new thing there with the power outlets on the table and so forth. Yeah, I don't want to show too many people today. Mossburger's up here, famous Japanese hamburger joint. This is annoying me. Well, I'm always going to be broadcasting to YouTube, that's for sure. Look at this. This is terrible. This gimbal is really messing me up here. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just put it on this. Yeah, let's put it on this mode. And see what... Okay. Is that still doing it? This is going to... You know what? This is going to annoy me so bad that it's going to make me want to quit. Yeah, there's a Mossburger over here. Nice Japanese hamburger shop. Casper knows this area very well. And no wide angle lens, just the regular lens in the Xiaomi 9T. Casper, what I was saying was, you know, a lot of the scopers are going to HAPS, but those of us who use Android are going to be very disappointed because HAPS doesn't support landscape. Yeah, in 2020, it doesn't support landscape on Android, only on iOS. Come on, guys, get with it, okay? That's just so 2016. I remember when Periscope first started, they had to basically order Kayvon to add landscape. We live in a landscape world, folks. You ever put your TV set on the side and look at it long ways? No. Yeah, I heard about that. You mean down there, right? Yeah, and then they moved the Magic Touch. The Magic Touch is over here now. They moved it over there. So I was going to do a test on HAPS. Had everything all set up, and nobody was more surprised than I when I started the app and it wouldn't flip to landscape. And I don't live stream through a keyhole, folks. And it's not all about my face, you know, and me. So it's not going to be portrait. That's just not going to happen. Yeah, okay. I'm glad you said that and not me. It's more selfie oriented, which I think is probably more accurate, but yeah. And there are many. I mean, you know, like when John Ho does a Ho chat or something in portrait, that makes perfect sense. He's not showing the rest of his surroundings, but you know, can you imagine, you know, with the gimbal, I should be able to go like this and have it, yeah. There you go, okay. Here you go. How's this? How's this look, everybody? Everybody love this? Look it through a keyhole, huh? Wow, look at that. It's so panoramic. Ken, how you doing, bro? Nice to have you with us. All right. So yeah, see how much better this is? Yeah. And there's just no way that I was going to do that on, yeah. So maybe I'm wrong. But I don't think so, because all I have to do is turn my phone sideways to see what goes on. Anyway. What I like about Prism is that once you get into particular orientation, it locks it. But as long as you haven't started your broadcast, if you want it to go into portrait mode, you can. And it changes the you know, the graphics, positioning, and all that. Now I want you to look at this. A while ago they had an improvement project. They put all these new tiles in. These are concrete tiles that are just colored, and there's no grout or anything. They're just put down like on a bed of sand. And then they put these nice beautiful plants in here, and they forgot one thing. They forgot that people want to get out of their car and get over to here and get on the sidewalk, right? So what do people do? They trample it down, like right here. I've been saying that for the last year. Whenever I get out of my car, I just walk on the bushes because there's nothing else to do. Look at this. I mean, I even did a little video called "What Were They Thinking?" and I posted it on my line group, or on my timeline. So yeah, you see everywhere you go, there's another one of these. You know, people are just They're tired of getting in and out of their cars, see, because it's dangerous, you know. I mean, look at the traffic on that street. You don't want to be walking down the street, and they got a big sidewalk right here, guys. So, hey. All right. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. I used to stream down here a long time ago, and I actually did some cooler 3D still photography experiments. And this parking lot, about 5 years ago, was a huge building. I mean, a big building. It went like way, way, way up there, right? And now it's parking lot. But I like that building over there a lot. I think that building is cool. And it looks cool in 3D too. Yeah. And this place has a lot of good food like Casper was talking about. Sorry, I keep adjusting my horizon. This is making me mad. I'm going to have to completely reinitialize this thing. In fact, if I just do this, if I hold it and I turn it off, I turn it back on, watch it, it'll come back on, you'll see it snap. There you go. Back down, but I don't think it'll hold. So I'll start turning around, it'll, yeah, it's tilting, kind of. That seems okay. Gimbals are a lot of fun when they work right. See how that's tilted? See? You guys can see that, right? It is. And then I gotta go like this, and now it's straight. It is a beautiful day. Wish I had this a couple days ago, because we were trying to look at the meteorites. There's the sun behind the building. A couple of chemtrails. Some cumulus clouds over there, but it is. I really, really like it. Yeah, so just a few little wisps. So it might be nice tonight if you want to take a look at something like Mars will be out tonight, and so will Jupiter and Saturn. And I believe this week, or the next couple of weeks, you'll be able to see Mercury at sundown. Of course, with Venus, and it is a beautiful day. There's a lot going on astronomically. We're just coming out of a new moon, so we got just barely a crescent moon. So it's still dark. If you live in an area where you don't have many city lights, you can see quite a bit. Up in the mountains and far away from the cities, you actually can have some pretty good astronomical seeing, as they call it, in Taiwan. And a couple foreigners have taken some photographs of the Milky Way here that look really nice. Okay, now I'm just going to do a walk around the block. I'm really sorry because I wanted to test out HAPS. And, you know, I have a gimbal and I just don't want to do portrait. Yeah, I know. See, that's what gets people like, I don't know if it makes them sick or not, but they just really don't like, you know, the temperature change. Would one of you guys who follows me on Facebook please check and see if I'm actually sending to Facebook, because it says the permission was removed. And if the permission was removed, I'm just going to delete it because I don't like Facebook. I don't use it for anything. Yeah. It's funny because, you know, Prism connected with it and then it disconnected. I connected it back. And when I set up HAPS, I connected with it. No problem. I just don't get it. Oh well. So we have viewers on Periscope, Twitch, and YouTube. So I want to say hi to everyone. That might be Coco on Twitch. Coco likes to watch on Twitch. If that's you, Coco, how you doing? Nice to see you. Alright, let's go over here. Okay. Now this is the building that they're rebuilding. This is an interesting building. I saw it before it was taken apart. It has an interesting kind of an angle on the end of it like that, and pretty big inside. Of course, whenever I see a building like this, I think to myself, wow, can I make a studio there or not? Of course, that's just me. Now, Taiwan, for those of you who don't know much about it, is a very developed place. There's all kinds of little shops everywhere that you can't imagine that do all kinds of things. Like sometimes in my neighborhood, I'll be walking down the street. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, welcome from Lima, Peru. Thank you. And so you'll be walking down the street and I'll see welding going on. There's a guy doing like stainless steel ladders or something, you know. There's a machine shop. I went walking down the street one day and found a screw machine shop, just cranking out screws, you know. Might be a bakery, might be a dental clinic. It just could be anything, you know. Yeah, now Food Panda is a big deal now in Taiwan. They are, see, right here, Wai Song. This means delivery. So, what this says is, in Chinese, what this says is it means you order, we deliver. And that's what their whole thing. So, that's Food Panda. And I gotta tell you, you know, I don't ride a scooter because it's just insane, too dangerous. I drive a car, and those Food Panda guys they're just insane. They jut in and out of traffic. I can't tell you how many times I've almost gotten in an accident because of them and the other ones, the Uber ones, those two. And I know people want to order food and stuff, but I don't see why you have to drive like an idiot. So I don't order from those places ever. Okay, now this is a pretty new building. They all got relatively new air conditioners. You can tell because when they cover the air conditioning pipes up, you know, with the covers, you can tell it's a pretty new installation, relatively speaking, within the last 3 or 4 years. Because if you look across the street, you'll see lots of them. For example, over here, like over there, they just have like the bare pipes going up. See? Yeah, but everything in Taiwan is so close. You know, it doesn't make any difference. They don't have to drive like that, and it doesn't help if the food doesn't get there because they got themselves in an accident, you know? But every single time they go out, they commit numerous traffic violations, and it's really dangerous. Now, this is a nice coffee shop called 85C, which is a good temperature to drink coffee, and they got cakes and so forth. Let me show you this. Like this. Wow. Cake development. This is a high art in Taiwan. Look at this. They're amazing. Oh, that's strawberry. This stone right there. Strawberry, yeah. That looks got like Legos on it, you know. It's not real, but made out of sugar and stuff. Look at this. Happy anniversary. Wow. I have to get one for my wife when that comes out. Yeah. And so the nice thing is too, is you can get like just a slice if you want to too, see? And these slices are just as good as off the big cakes. Of course, Hello Kitty is big here too, see? And I like these little characters they got. Pretty cool. And this is definitely Taiwan food, man. This is like the real thing right here. Delicious recipes, they say. Okay, cool. So, and then this is the bakery that they have next door. This is part of 85C. So they got rolls and things like that. So we are back where we started. Yeah, it really is. This is a famous house, kind of housewares place called Working House. Look at that. That's so cute. Those big. Look at how big that thing is. Give you an idea how big it is. There's a chair over there. See? It's as big as a chair. Yeah. It's a house furnishing place. All right. With that, I'm going to leave you guys. Thanks so much. I'm going to be on tonight. You'll see Taiwan Live TV from our usual place back in Hukou. And I want to thank you so much for joining. And we'll see you. Well, we'll see you next time, which will be this evening. Take care. Oh, and I'll get my gimbal fixed between now and then. Thanks. Bye-bye.